Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. And joining me today is the head coach of the reigning Sun Belt Conference champs,
Hey.
Chanda Rigby. Chanda, thanks for joining here today.
Hey, thank you. I like the way that sounds.
I know, and maybe we'll keep saying that for a few
Yes.
more years. So,
Sounds good.
But once again, the reigning Sun Belt Conference champions. Before we get into this season, just tell me how it feels, a little bit less than a year removed of that championship. You still got to be feeling really good about that.
I'm just still really thankful. Still just very blessed and very thankful. It wasn't an easy season. It's not like we were winning. We were staying about 500, a little above 500, win one, lose one. Then we got to that tournament and we were just able to win it.
And that tournament, and of course, everyone at the edge of their seats. Exciting tournament, conference tournament win there at the end. Of course, the block, the shot,
yes.
All that towards the end. And that excitement is something that I would think you can help build a program, especially and then get into the tournament, all that stuff, things that you can work on and build momentum through the off season.
Absolutely. So. We all ask so much of our student athletes, so much study time, so much time in the gym, the weight room. So many things we ask of them, and it's a payoff, when you're able to do that, kind of like what football's doing now. There's a payoff for the student athletes that the coach is really glad to see.
And, of course, you've just recently started practice, so the season's still a little ways away, but you're got a good group of seniors coming back. But before we talk about the seniors coming back, let's talk about the really big hole that you've got to fill. Every time you've been here preseason, we've talked about ABK and her role, and what kind of a hole does she leave that you've got to try to fill in both leadership and on the court?
Yeah, it's so funny because most people talk about the 20 points a game she gave us, or she set all these records in assists and free throws. She did all of these things for us, but the real hole is what was done in the locker room and the leadership she had, the work ethic she had, and other people would want to mimic that. And she set the bar really high. Those things are pretty hard to replace. You're not going to do it with one person. The good news is we do have 7 seniors, and they are still hungry. So they're not going to lead in the same way Ashley did, but they have their own leadership ways. And, I'm just getting used to that. We just finished our 6th practice this morning, and it's interesting. It keeps things interesting. They're doing a good job.
And, of course, if you're going to bring back a championship team, I would think for a basketball team, bringing back 7 seniors would maybe a good way to try to recapture that magic.
Right, because at first it was just kind of the unthinkable. We were striving to get to the NCAA tournament, but we didn't know what it was really to get there. We didn't know what that was. So now you have 7 seniors that were there and 4 more players that are returning. But you have, that were there. And they believe we can do it now. I know we didn't really play well against Oregon State, and they were on a different level than us. But now we know what we didn't know, and we feel like if we can just scratch our way and get back there, we'll do better this year.
And of course, how's the team looking this year? Obviously, you've got to fill the hole that ABK left behind, but what you've got coming back, how's the team looking?
Well, we have a lot of depth in the post position. We're really, really good in the post position, and everything last year, my last few years here, was just pretty much guard oriented. We would fly down the court, the guards would score. This year, we're going to use our post players a lot more. A lot of our options off of what we do goes to the post, so you'll see a lot more post action. They're running the floor well, though. It's not like you're waiting for the post. I mean, it's still a fast-paced game. And our guards, we have a lot of young guards coming in. We have a few returning guards, but we have some young guards filling in some holes. I'm really pleased with how they're doing.
Now, of course, I was worried about that because the word fast, I wanted to get back in there because you're known for fast play. You talk about post play. You're still gonna keep the fast pace up.
We're trying to play even faster this year. Last year we averaged 82 points a game, which led the Sun Belt Conference for the 4th year in a row. This year we're striving for 90 points a game. So we're really playing fast. We're tweaking some things in our fast break system, how we get the ball off the glass and run to the other end. We're trying to make it much faster.
And of course, because that's one of those things that the Chanda system is known for, those fast pace games, and then those. The dance.
Yes.
I love to bring up the dance because you're trying to get the 100-point dance, but trying to get those big games, and maybe even see in your system that seeing a lot of those games, the big scoring games this season potentially.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We're striving for more and more. I mean, we like that. We like being ranked #1 in the nation in scoring. We were for a very long time. Finally, UConn, who was second to us, they finally rose above us in scoring, but we led the nation for 8 weeks in scoring. That's fun. I mean, it's fun for our fans. It's fun for us. Everybody on our bench gets to play. They get to come in and score, and it's fun.
And of course, you start off the season with a pretty big opponent. You playing Auburn, SEC level opponent. As a matter of fact, you got a pair of SEC opponents to start the preseason, I guess, the pre-conference season, because you got Tennessee. So pretty big preseason. I know you got to be excited about playing some big games.
Oh,
to start
yeah.
things off.
It's time to beat one of those teams, though. You know, we actually play 3 teams, I believe, that are ranked in the top 25 in preseason, which is Tennessee, Auburn, and Villanova. So, and then several more that were in the tournament last year. So we have the toughest pre-conference schedule we've had since I've been here at Troy. We're excited. I mean, you really got to rise to the occasion. We can't take any days off for sure.
Well, here's hoping that the Trojan rise to the occasion yet once again and see you guys back in the tournament again this year. So thanks, Chanda.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.